Alright, so first things first, I gotta equip you with the best possible backpack so you can go in this game and carry everybody that you need to carry. The first thing that we're gonna go into is the inspiration tree, and we're going to pick First Strike. Along with cashback, as well as biscuit delivery, and cosmic insight. You might be saying, why cashback? Your items are kind of expensive, bro. And biscuit delivery, because in them skirmishes that you're gonna eventually have, you want to be a little healthier. The champion is kind of hard to pilot. And ultimately, cosmic insight, make sure you get them abilities out quicker and all that good stuff. I also like to run cut down, so to gain more value to her ultimate, because it is an execute, as well as haste, so that we can get that Q up earlier, that W up earlier, and eventually that E up earlier, that will be used defensively towards the enemies. You can also run sorcery with manifold band, gathering storm, or transcendence for that haste as well. And you should always, pretty much every single game, be going either barrier flash or TP flash in those safer matchups as well.
Alright, so this is the shortest guide that you will probably see on this champion on YouTube. Alright, so quickly showing you the absolute basics. This is her Q. It hits enemies in an AoE. She can also pick up the sphere that it drops, which is, her Q, and then drop it on the enemy as well, dealing true damage. It also scales with AP. And her E is a shove. Now, her shove is tiny if you're not using a sphere, but if you happen to use a sphere, like I will be doing here, right, like Q into Eing somebody, it would also do it as a knockback, and it will push her Q to stun the enemy as well. Now, her ultimate, she just throws balls at you. And again, after a certain threshold, if you get enough splinters, she will execute. Now, you may be saying, what the fuck is a splinter, bro? This is one splinter. This grants you one splinter, as you can see. Now, splinters gain you different perks on abilities. That's the best way that I can put it. So essentially, once you reach 120 splinters, and these are different ways that you can gain those splinters. One from damaging the enemy with like QE. Or a QW or anything like that, as well as from just spending ability points. So she scales super hard, and you would also gain one splinter upon killing large minions. At 120 splinters, Syndra will increase her ability power by 15%. So she's like a mini Veigar in a way. And eventually, when she reaches 100 splinters, she can execute enemies below 15% HP. So this is what her full damage combo would look like. You would auto, Q, E, grab the W, alter, and Q him again, dealing 1000 damage all at once. These are cool iterations that you can do with her. As you can see, I have no vision in this area of the map, right? If I happen to Q and grab the Q, you're able to toss it and gain vision of the area. So another cool thing about her as well is that she will launch 3 different spheres from her ult, as well as 4 more if they happen to be nearby her champion as well. So let me give you an example. Alright, she would launch a total of 7 spears, dealing 655 damage, but this is what her typical ult would look like if she had not had any spheres around her. 1, 2, 3, right? So that's a lot of her damage comes from just having spheres in the area. So you always want to be spamming that Q button. So you always want to play her at max range by hitting people where they can't hit you, as well as making sure that you don't use your E before the engage comes at you. You always want to use her E defensively, unless you have a pick and you are around your team, then you can use it offensively. So yeah, just make sure that, if you have like a Kha'Zix or any sort of assassin, you just blast them away, right? And it'll push them into something else as well. Another cool thing about her as well is that she can use the spheres around her, as well as the ult spheres, to stun by launching every single other ball around her area as well. And like I mentioned, she can gain vision as well. Now, specifically about playing her bot lane.
So if you can tell already from the first few clips that I put from Syndra, she's very stiff. Like, she's really stiff. Like, that champ is super stiff. So you don't want to play into anything high mobility or anything with a ton of stuns, because the moment you get stunned is the moment you will die. And another thing is, just anybody that can chase after you and make you miss is a problem. So you want to play it into low mobility, usually squishy champions, because she doesn't really love penetration items. The reason for that is because she already has an execute, and on top of that, you want the resistances so that you can continue to dish out those abilities. So yeah, I'd highly recommend not to play it into a comp like Team 2 here, and to preferably play it into any other comp that doesn't have any hard engage, as well as, you know, just typical squishy champions and all that good stuff. Even if you get a lead, they will hunt you down and they will kill you, because it's just the nature of what Syndra is like. Yes, your QE can get you away. Yes, you can run barrier, but at the end of the day, anything that's bot lane is going to be a bug and it will get crushed. That's all I can say about that. Now that we've ironed out our comp issues, we want to make sure you're always playing at the max range of your Q, as well as auto attacks whenever you can. And again, do not try to take long fights with any AD carry, because again, they will win. Look at the Q cooldown, like it legit is 7-8 seconds. It's super long and you just won't win those. So that's the best example that I can give you. Play at your range, get that gold, make sure you hit level 6, and then from there on it's easy pickings until, I would say, late game. Mid game is where APCs excel. And, you know, you want to make sure that you're using your absolute time to solidify the win, man. Like, you can't just be playing around, because late game they will be hitting you from a screen away, especially the Jinxes of the world and the Smolders of the world as well. Thank you so much for watching this guide. I made it to 6 minutes, I think. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, watch more of my APC content here at APC Menace. Thank you so much.